Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Clutter. I'm your host, Margo, a professional organizer specializing in chronic clutter. And today we're talking about something that can truly transform the way you approach decluttering. And it is called the snowball effect. If you've ever felt like the task of decluttering your home is just way too overwhelming, this episode is for you. By starting small and building momentum, you can create massive changes over time in your space and in your life. So let's dive in. So the decluttering snowball effect is a concept inspired by the debt snowball method. So you start with one small manageable task like clearing a single drawer or decluttering one shelf. When you see that quick win, it gives you the motivation and confidence to tackle the next task. And as you keep going, the impact grows. And before you know it, you've transformed your entire space. And this is why I am such a firm believer in bite-sized decluttering and decluttering in 10 to 15 minute increments, as opposed to doing like 1 to 5 hour exhausting sessions. The magic of the snowball effect is in its simplicity. Instead of focusing on how much you have to do, you focus on what you can do right now. It's a mindset shift that makes the whole process feel doable and reduces the dreaded feelings of stress and overwhelm. Now, you might be thinking, how much difference can cleaning out one drawer really make? A lot more than you'd expect. And here is why small wins are so powerful. Number one, small wins build confidence. When you successfully declutter even a small area, you prove to yourself that you can do it. That confidence snowballs into tackling bigger projects or maybe sentimental items. Decluttering is a mental muscle you build over time. I say this again and again. And things that may appear difficult to purge now become easier the more you train your brain in the art of letting go. Another reason why the snowball effect is so effective and why small wins matter is that they create momentum, which is what you want, which is why it's less about what you're decluttering, but it's more about consistency. Small wins generate energy. The act of completing something, no matter how small, gets you excited to keep going. It also makes the process more manageable. Decluttering your entire home can feel overwhelming. If you right now have rooms and closets and drawers, all of that full of clutter, when you start thinking about it, anybody would feel anxious and overwhelmed and stressed. Instead, when you think about small tasks that you can do right now, it will appear less overwhelming. More achievable. By focusing on small areas, you avoid burnout and build consistency. Also, small wins matter because they change your mindset. Each small success reinforces the belief that you are capable of change. Over time, you'll start to see yourself as someone who keeps an organized and intentional space. And of course, something very important to note here, it is never about perfection. It is always about progress. So how do you begin your decluttering snowball? Now that you understand the power of the snowball effect, let's talk about how to get started. And here are 5 steps to set your decluttering snowball in motion. Number 1 is pick a starting point. Choose a small, non-intimidating area to begin with. This could be a drawer, a single shelf in your closet, or even your nightstand. The goal is to pick something that you can complete in 10 to 15 minutes. If you want to start super simple, you can always tackle your sock drawer or expired pantry items. Number 2 is you want to set a timer. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting started. So set a timer for your 10 to 15 minutes and commit to working until it goes off. And by setting a timer, you should also be setting a timer to go off when you should drop everything and declutter. You will be amazed at how much you can accomplish in such a short amount of time. Number 3, use the 1-year rule. As you go through your items, ask yourself, have I used this in the past year? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Number 4, celebrate your progress. Don't skip this step. Oh my goodness. We celebrate everybody's accomplishments, our kids, our partners, our friends, our family. But yet when we accomplish something, we're like on to the next task. No. When it comes to successfully decluttering and purging your home, positive reinforcement is where it's at. What better positive reinforcement than celebrating your win? So when you finish your first task, take a moment to appreciate your accomplishment. I'm celebrating you as well. Snap a before and after photo, share it with a friend, or just give yourself a mental high five, or, indulge in like 30 minutes of watching your favorite Netflix show. And then number five is plan your next step. Before you call it a day, decide what you will be tackling next. Having a plan keeps the momentum going and makes it easier to jump back in. And if you are somebody who's like, Margo, you are speaking my love language, I'm all about planning. I have an entire on-demand masterclass that comes with a workbook. It is absolutely incredible. It is what I use with all of my one-on-one clients. It is fabulous. It'll walk you through how to make a decluttering plan for your entire home while also keeping it low stress, low overwhelm. I will leave a link to it in this episode's show notes. I myself have seen the snowball effect work wonders for so many of the incredible women that I have coached. And here are a few examples. One client started by decluttering her kitchen utensil drawer. I remember her telling me, Margo, that wasn't so hard at all. I did it in under 10 minutes. That small win gave her the confidence to tackle the next drawer, the cabinet, and eventually the countertop. Before she knew it, 1 month later, she had purged her entire kitchen. Another client began with her closet. She was sick and tired of looking for what to wear in a closet that was overflowing with stuff from years and years ago, and even things she never wore, yes, with tags still on. One drawer, one shelf at a time, she downsized her wardrobe and continues to do so seasonally. She's actually currently capsule wardrobing. She went from maximalist in her wardrobe to now literally seasonal capsule wardrobes. That is phenomenal, and it's a possibility for you as well. These stories are proof that small steps can lead to big changes. You don't have to tackle everything at once. Just start where you are and let the momentum carry you forward. The snowball effect doesn't just transform your home. It can impact other areas of your life as well. When you declutter your home, you get mental clarity. A decluttered space can help you clear your mind, making it easier to focus and make decisions. It improves relationships. I've seen this again and again and again. When your home is less chaotic, you're less likely to argue with loved ones about clutter. It increases your productivity. An organized space can make your daily routines more efficient and enjoyable, and most importantly, it boosts your confidence. Each win reinforces your ability to take control of your space and your life. So remember, small changes add up over time. What starts as a single drawer can lead to an entirely new way of living. Decluttering doesn't have to feel overwhelming. By starting small and building momentum, you can create meaningful, lasting change in your home. The decluttering snowball effect is all about progress, not perfection, and every small step you take gets you closer to your goals. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you found this episode inspiring and helpful. As always, good luck on your decluttering journey, and remember to be good to yourself.